Good morning and welcome to This Week. Spy Scramble.
Just because we can do something doesn't mean we necessarily should.
The NSA surveillance program hit hard this week by experts and the courts. Will the president respond by scrapping the collection of your phone records? Should he grant amnesty to Edward Snowden? This morning, both sides of that heated debate. Plus,
has this been the worst year of your presidency?
What do you think has been your biggest mistake?
After a tough year, how can Obama shake his second-term slump? Will the least productive Congress ever do better in 2014? And
gross sexual immorality.
Should shocking words from Duck Dynasty's commander sink the super hit? The Powerhouse Roundtable takes it all on, plus our New Year's predictions, right here this Sunday morning.
From ABC News, This Week with George Stephanopoulos starts now.
Hello again. A whole lot to get to this Sunday morning before Christmas, and we begin with the latest on the biggest security breach in U.S. history. The surveillance program revealed by Edward Snowden under fire on two fronts this week, a federal judge signaling he'd strike it down, and the president's hand-picked panel of experts saying the government should stop scooping up phone records of American citizens. At that punishing year-end press conference, President Obama seemed to agree, and we're going to take on that debate with two key members of Congress. First, the backstory from ABC's chief investigative correspondent, Brian Ross. Good morning, Brian.
George, the report by the president's hand-picked panel was another devastating blow for the NSA and its most controversial program, collecting the phone records of every American who owns a phone.
The NSA says its collection of billions of phone records from American citizens has helped to stop terror attacks, a claim often repeated by the president himself.
As I've said, this program is an important tool in our effort to disrupt terrorist plots.
But when the 5 members of the president's panel went to the White House to deliver its report this week, including former counterterror official and now ABC News consultant Richard Clarke, the 300-page document was a strong repudiation of what the NSA and the president have said, calling for the program to be shut down.
We think the so-called metadata telephony program has not been essential, has not contributed significantly to the prevention of terrorist attacks in the United States or abroad.
The report said while it found no evidence of actual abuse by the NSA, there is a lurking danger of abuse in a program that does not even make the country safer.
This is only going to work if the American people have confidence and trust.
The White House panel's report came just days after a federal judge in Washington ruled the phone record collection program as unconstitutional.
The message to the NSA is now coming from every branch of government, from every corner of our nation. NSA, you've gone too far.
The White House panel also dealt with the NSA eavesdropping on the United Nations and such friendly foreign leaders as German Chancellor Angela Merkel, saying in the future it should require high-level approval.
The current system did not have ongoing senior-level review. Most of the time, there's absolutely no reason to engage in wiretapping of our friends.
The review panel was formed in the wake of the revelations by former NSA contractor Edward Snowden, and his supporters now say this week's report justifies his actions.
It's a complete vindication of everything that he said is what caused him to come forward as a whistleblower.
Panel members strongly disagreed with that.
What Mr. Snowden did was treason, was high crimes, and there is nothing in what we say that justifies what he did.
Of the panel's 46 recommendations, the president has already rejected one of them, that a civilian, not someone from the military, should run the NSA. In his news conference at the end of the week, President Obama said he'll take the next few weeks to review his panel's ideas and then make some firm decisions about programs, many of which he once so championed.